Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. I wish I could say it was another late night. We're rocking about 40 degrees Celsius right now. It has cooled down a little bit. It was a little bit higher than that in the apartment earlier. We've spent the last, 3 hours now trying to unfuckulate my computer. So that was wonderful and exciting. Essentially the CPU is overheating. Big time. Not sure if the CPU is like a little bit melted at this point, and so we're going to be having issues, and that could have been the issues we've been having for the last like 2 months, thanks to, one of the worst summers in Canadian history, especially on the East Coast here, as well as, of course, the good old-fashioned just living in a really shitty apartment with no ventilation, no AC, no proper airflow, fourth floor, no openable windows. Good stuff. Anyway, my little bit of a wine fest aside, yeah, for the dumb Americans, it was 109F earlier. Thank you, Bard. I appreciate them. No image right now, I know, don't panic. We're about to be firing up the game, but it's like, it's a DOSBox game, so I don't have a way of pausing it once we start it. Because tabbing DOSBox games does cause a little bit of trouble sometimes. So, we're going to get into this, and hopefully it'll work, and that'll be awesome. I'm using Kaylin's laptop right now, because my computer is FUBAR. But we have got it to boot, so that is the main thing. I do have a warning high encoding right now for OBS. I shouldn't, all my settings are fine, so if we do have performance issues, I will, tone it down. I'm not sure what to tone down, but, we'll look into it, essentially. We'll figure that out when we get there. Cross that bridge when we come to it, as they say. Anyway, here we are. Again, it's DOS. Let me know if the volume's too loud, too quiet. Nothing I can change right now. But we will get the intro out of the way. That lag always happens.
I am Shelton, guardian of terror. Twice now you have defeated my test, thinking yourself worthy of invading my world. Walk carefully then through this third challenge, and take heed your final decision is truly what you desire. For the course of destiny cannot be turned once set in motion. Until our next meeting, mortals.
I'm glad they told us they weren't related, honestly. Is the music supposed to be louder than Two-Face? 110%, yeah. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just how they put it in the game. That's alright. I will very soon, we're going to get to the main menu. Is the audio fine, by the way? We'll get to the main menu and I'll explain everything. So this is Kaylin's laptop, yeah. You're going to start a new game, you've reached maximum, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. Give me 2 seconds, we'll go delete a save here. We'll actually delete a couple, because I don't really need them. Shift, delete. Normally you'd have to go back through DOS and delete things, but I'm just going to do it the good old-fashioned way. Alright, start a new game. We will be at Twitch. 2016, I think, is just fine. I don't think we'll play this again in 2017, mind you. But, alright, awesome. So here's the main body of the game. This is actually the part where I can go tab and I can turn that off. We are going to have the music on eventually, because I do like it. It's actually got quite good music. But we're going to jump into a few things. First off, that was Shelton. Yeah, I don't know why they made the music 10 times louder than Two-Face, as you put it, but it's what it is. So Shelton's going like, "Twice now you have defeated me, but this time the challenges shall be twice as hard," and blah, 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 blah. Essentially, that's not even canonical, Shelton coming to you like that. Actual canon for this game is a bit odd. This is my, pardon me, I'm saying a lot. It's 4 a.m. and I'm a little bit frazzled, I suppose would be the word. But you know, I'm still excited to play this, and it does give me an excuse to do it while we're waiting, you know, the 5 days or whatever shipping takes to get my my new fan here. Haven't ordered it yet, but I'll be doing that tomorrow. Anyway, Might and Magic is one of those RPGs that I've always enjoyed. I rank it up there with Ultima in terms of some of the greatest RPGs of all time. Certainly greatest Western RPGs. And I hate saying that. I do personally, as a narrative-driven person, someone who really enjoys story, I do tend to find that Japanese RPGs hold my interest a little bit better, and I enjoy them and find them more rewarding, just because in the end you tend to get a wonderful payoff. Now, that's not to say that Western RPGs are all bad. No. And certainly bad JRPGs are awful. You know. But if you were to look at Morrowind, for example, I love Morrowind. I do. I think it's a wonderful game. But when you beat Morrowind, you don't feel like you beat the game so much as, oh, okay. You know, the storyline in Morrowind's interesting. I think Daggerfall has a better storyline, but there is an interesting storyline in Morrowind. It's just, you have to do a lot of things and find a bunch of tiny pieces that never really go anywhere. And that's okay. It is what it is, and it is a wonderful, immersive world that you explore. But you don't get a wonderful narrative. However, with games like Ultima and the Might and Magic series, you do. So I think they're great. They both started out as sort of dungeon crawly, and they transitioned into just something amazing. The original Might and Magic, Might and Magic 1 and Might and Magic 2, were based on wizardry. If you guys know what that is, it's a very old school dungeon crawl. It is a literal dungeon crawl. And I will never play Might and Magic 1 and 2 on stream. Probably never. I have played them before on an Apple II, I believe. I don't like them. It's not that they're bad games, it's just the UI is extremely dated and it never got better. Like, it's one of those things, it got worse with age, and that does happen. But yeah, the UI for Might and Magic 1 and 2 is the worst part. I don't mind the low graphics, but it just gets to the point where it's impossible to do things because of how convoluted it is. Whereas Wizardry, I mean, yeah, from the get-go is a little bit rough, but it's not as hard to go back to. Anyway, the story in Might and Magic 1 and 2 is we fight this guy called Shelton. Might and Magic 1 is one of the most serious storylines you'll ever get in an older game. It's pretty crazy. Might and Magic 2 just went off the rails and went too funny. And the contrast was just, it was a bit jarring. I never finished Might and Magic 2 though. Might and Magic 3 starts off with a brand new set of characters. So it's the perfect place to jump in if you've never played the series because A, it's the first one that starts being good in my opinion, and B, the characters are canonically completely different from the ones of 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is the same party, canonically, but in 3, we're a whole new set of characters. So when Shelton says, oh, you've bested me, 2 times before, he's actually talking to the player. A little bit of a fourth wall breakage, but that is what it is. So we've got Contra, Techno Dwarf, Killer Croc, Big Boss, insert female character, and Nightcrawler. Yes. We're going to be getting rid of all these characters. Sorry for the long-winded explanation. I just kind of want to help you guys understand where we are. And where are we? Well, This city right here, this is Fountainhead. So known because there are fountains with heads. That's what you get from Might and Magic. Starting with 3, you get a wonderful world with great backstories, with just sort of very interesting locales and a lot of humor. But the humor is a lot more low-key than in 2. It's not like in your face, you know, Chuckles the fucking jester from Ultima. You know what I mean? Fuck Chuckles. Anyway, so I'm going to put the music back on because I really like it. I just turned it off so you guys could hear what I'm saying, and we can very easily, when I play back the video, find out where I stopped talking forever. So 40 Winks is the first inn of the game. Gonna go, no pets. This guy's just, look how good the animation of this game is. An aged man stands behind the counter, skimming the names in a leather book. Ha! Welcome to the 40 Winks. Will you be signing the register? No. We'll do that in a second. We're going to abuse some little game mechanics first. And by abuse, I mean we're going to use. If we didn't do this, we'd be a little bit screwed over. Because you don't start with enough gold to do anything. So we're going to go to our inventories here, and we're going to move everything over to shit characters. So there's everything here. This game uses a combination of keyboard and mouse. Can be played entirely with the keyboard. A lot of people do. I'm not going to, however. I will be playing it with the keyboard and a mouse. Fountainhead must be named by the same asshole who came up with the name for a fireplace. Oh gosh, yeah. So essentially, like, I know for a fact I am not going to be using this character head or this character head. I'm not a fan of them. The rest we'll figure out when we get there. I want to show you their names first off. Sir Canagum the Paladin, Craghack the Barbarian, Maximus the Knight, Darkshade the Robber, Resurrectra the Cleric, and of course Castor the Sorcerer. Like, Jesus fuck, video games, please. Too good. Anyway, I will be using a combination of keyboard and mouse. I mentioned that already, but I didn't mention that I'm using hotkeys for a lot of this stuff. If you guys want, I can explain what buttons I'm pushing early on, but, you know, as you've seen with Dungeon Crawls, it's sort of better if you fucking just push buttons and people watch. Yeah, Castor is so good. It's Castore, my French. No, sorry, it's Castor. Alright, so we are going to be deleting these guys. Yep, get rid of Sir Cagnam. We're going to get rid of you. Darkshade, goodbye. Going to keep these two here. And this game uses a similar system to, again, Wizardry. It based a lot of its stuff off it. And it goes like this. You may have noticed we actually had some pretty cool guys here. Hang on. So Alan Bow and Phineas. Like, oh my goodness, right? Alan Bow. Who doesn't want this guy in their party? For real. Unfortunately, these are hirelings. Hirelings are not regular party members. They can level up, and they can be used as a regular party member, but you do have to pay them a... I forget if it's daily or weekly fee. It is a daily fee. That's insane. Holy hell. Woo! Daily fee. You guys don't even know. So this game has a day-night system. All Might and Magic games do. But not only does it have a day-night system, it has a time system. All actions cost a certain amount of time. This becomes very important. Actually, I want to see if I can do something here. No. All actions have a certain time cost to them. And this becomes important because A, there are timed events in the game. B, places aren't open at certain times of day. C, again, things happen every day. You have to recast buffs. Your buffs wear off at 5 a.m. every morning. If I recall, it could be 6. I think it's 5 though. So you really want to cast them, you know, after that point. As well, certain effects only last 1 day. So if you're trying to get the fountain buffs, this game has a lot of those. But also, again, you have hirelings you have to pay every day. And your character's age. Lovely. I believe in the Might and Magic games, when you hit 50, you start getting fucked. So, we want to beat the adventure as fast as possible, essentially, because there are things that can artificially age you as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and start creating our characters. The one character I do know for a fact, 6 a.m. wake up, time for Buff Fist. That's pretty good, dude. I love it. Let's go ahead and get, this is a no male. I think he looks awesome. Dr. Acceleron, like, like I swear over a year ago now. Well, yeah, I think so. Asked for a gnome thief. So we're going to make him one. In this game, you roll for stats. Which of course has a lot of fun for random bullshit. I'm not going to require that we have like God's hope. Well, okay, then we end up with like pretty good stats. But I'm not going to require that for my characters. I'm just going to, random a couple times and see what happens. You're going to want a ninja though. The robber, there's a lot of half classes in this game. Might and Magic eventually becomes a game where you can take any set of classes. You can literally make any lineup and expect to, if you play well enough, to beat the game. But in the first, like in number 3 here, it starts taking that bent, but you still need a certain like a core, if you will. You're always going to need a divine caster, you need a sorcerer caster, and that's it. It is recommended to have the first 2 slots are what it uses their might to determine if you can break down things or bash through them. Also, they tend to get hit more, so you kind of want tanks in that spot. But aside from that, yeah, whatever works. To be a ninja, you just need high speed, which we totally have. So a character like this, we're going to want might for sure. We don't need int at all. So we're going to exchange our personality here with speed. Accuracy is great. Endurance, I'd like a little higher. I mean, this is really good stats, actually. It's almost tempting to use this for something else. But this is what we're going to do, yeah. So, mights are damage, endurance is health, intelligence and personality are used only for determining your spell points. Speed is what turn you move in combat. It's not... Having a high speed doesn't mean you attack more than somebody else. It just means that you attack first in that turn of combat. Eventually in Might and Magic, it will mean that you can attack more times than other people. But for now it doesn't. It also affects your armor class, so you'll have a higher armor with high speed. Accuracy is just really good. You want to be able to hit things. But yeah, we're going to make him a ninja. Do we make him a good ninja? We're going to want... linemen don't super matter in this game, but I think you do want to have sort of a 2, 2, and 2. 2 good characters, 2 neutral characters, and 2 evil characters. Ideally. I'm not sure 100% it matters that much, but I think so. And canonically in Wizardry, you can only create an evil ninja, so I'm tempted to go with that. Yeah, I feel like it's probably good. So that would be Dr. Acceleron. Oh, Dr. Accelero. That's fine, we all know what I meant. I think some of the races have different abilities, so I'm probably going to want one of each. Personally, I think this female elf here looks really, really awesome. This guy looks pretty good too. But I've always included her in my parties. I always have an elf female. That's just always been something I've done since I was a little boy. I don't know. And for Might and Magic 3 and 4, I think she's in that one as well. I believe this character model is as well. So I'm going to use her just because it's something I always do, so... We might make her a badass, though. Normally she's my sorcerer. Castor is such a good name, though. See, this is a pretty good lineup. See, the thing is, we don't have any, 18s or nothing, but we got a lot of really high numbers. I think I want to make this a druid. So here's how it works. Your knight is a, melee physical dude. Paladin is just a knight that can cast cleric spells, but he gets half the amount of spell points. Because essentially a cleric gets, your full value of personality, a paladin gets half that. Alright. Now, the sorcerer uses intelligence for spell points, but the archer uses half your intelligence. So the archer is essentially a sorcerer with just half the spell points, but also a goddamn, fighter. It's interesting. Eventually this changes, but in the early Might and Magics, that's how it is. A druid can cast cleric and sorcerer spells and druid spells. I think there's a couple cleric spells and sorcerer spells they can't cast, but only a couple ones. Of course, the best ones, but you know what I mean. They do have their own druid spells, which are pretty good, but they get half their intelligence and half their personality, so that's kind of shitty. A ranger is the crazy one. So they get a quarter of their intelligence, a quarter of their personality, but they're a druid fighter. Huh? So maybe we make her a ranger, actually. I don't think the druids have a high bonus in this game. Make them a neutral ranger. It sounds kind of fun. And we're going to want, just because if you have a ranger, you just want crazy stats across the board. So we are going to want a high intelligence as well. And a very good speed. I think this is great. I think this is a very good set of rolls. And I think you have to use that on a ranger if you get one. So we'll do that. What do we name her? We could go Legolas. That could be fun. I almost want to make her Castor. I think Castor is a great name. It's not a wizard though. It's unfortunate we don't know any females on the stream. I kind of like Legolas. I don't remember having any. We could call her the bride, I guess. That could be fun. I think we go Legolas. All right. So we currently have one evil, one neutral. Let's make a good character. Let's go for a paladin. Whoa, dwarfs, eh? Does that man look like a paladin to you? No, not really, right? Shit. Well, this guy could be. You have a half-orc paladin. No non-lurker females, that's true. Half-orc paladin, that sounds fun. Let's see if we can get some pretty good rolls here. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So, for paladin, you need might, you need personality. We definitely need endurance. These are some good rolls. It sucks our speed and accuracy are going to be a little low. But you can't argue with the rest of the stuff. I mean, shitty endurance, actually. Maybe we lower his speed, but then he gets hit more. Lower his accuracy, but then it's like, eh. You know what I mean? Life is hard. Probably go this way here. It's okay. So he's not going to hit as often, but at least he's not going to die on us. I like it. Oh, what? I don't have an... Sorry? I don't have enough for a paladin. What do I need? Just need personality. My endurance actually might not be high enough, maybe. Alright, re-roll it is. Let's see what we got. Do something like... Yeah, my endurance wasn't high enough. That's fine. Okie dokie. Luck and intelligence, swap those two. So he will be good. Do we... Huh? Oh, what? Did I not pick Paladin? Oh no, apparently I didn't click good. Mobby. I think Borod's gonna have to be like our barbarian. Um, so he'll have to be a dwarf as well. Of course, it's Borod. We could make this Rudy. Oh, there's no I. I always put it. Make that Rudy. We get Borod as our other frontline man. I think it's just perfect. So Barbarian probably needs like a insane amount of might. I would guess speed and endurance, if I had to guess. Again, I don't really care about getting... Oh my god, though. I just love it. Like, I don't care about getting the perfect stats. He rolls just like the perfect stats. This character's stacked as shit. It's almost a shame to waste this on a Barbarian. Almost. I think you'll be... I like the idea of a neutral Barbarian. Very Conan. So we will do this. I think... I don't want to make this... No, we won't. What did we call Herpy and Borrowed when they combined in that the other game we did? Grimrock. I'm gonna headbutt you till there's nothing but a butt left. True enough. I think we'll just go Borrowed. So, of course, we need another... Is Herpy an elf? I feel like he could be an elf. Deep down on the inside. I kind of want to make that Herpy. That is the Asianist one. Well, I mean, right here, actually. That is the most Asian character here. Albeit it is a female. I think we go with this one. It's pretty good. Asian female, yeah. No, I think we'll go this way. We're gonna go, of course, it's gonna be evil. It's gonna be a cleric. I need better stats than that, though. I mean, this is a really good set of stats. If we were making... If we were making our archer or something. But no, keep rolling here. Oh, a 19. That doesn't happen every day. That is all I need. Okay. 15 endurance, speed, and stuff, and things, and good. It might actually be better. We'll drop it about this way. So, cleric. He's, of course, an evil cleric. As everyone knows, Herpy is a priest of the memes. Absolutely terrifying. But yeah, right here. This is going to be him. Oh, hang on. What is our current party? Let's see. We have a ranger, ninja. We have a barbarian, a paladin, a cleric. So we have room for one more. So we either go a full-out sorcerer, or we go an archer. And this is one of the tough ones. Having a full-out sorcerer is better if you don't rest. And here's the frustrating thing about the early Might and Magics. They're both awesome and not well thought out. You see, the thing is, the only reason you need more mana is if you're not going to be resting. So if you're worried about a time limit, yes, having more mana is better. But if you have the ability to rest up, which takes 8 hours in game, I believe, at least it does in the other Might and Magics, then ultimately an archer's better because they're a sorcerer that can, shoot bow and fight. Wear better armor, have more health. And they can still cast spells, it's just not as often. That's tough. But it's going to be this character here. What do we have right now? 2 neutral, 2 evil, I think. So we need a good... It's going to be either an archer or sorcerer. Let's make him a full-on sorcerer. We're going to go that way. We'll do it. So I just want a... Oh, shit. I thought I saw a number. This is pretty good. I'm just gonna, oh shit, I had it too. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we want the 18 there for sure. We want this luck up on endurance. We need you to have some health. Perfect. This is a really good stat line. It's even better if I do it this way. So we couldn't even get an archer this way if we tried. I think for archer we need higher luck. No, we couldn't get it. That's okay though. Gonna make a good sorcerer, and this will be Zelphus. He's gonna be happy that he's not a paladin, which normally I would make him. He's also gonna be happy that he's, you know, not just generic sword man. So we're gonna be rearranging this. There's a bug in the game, unfortunately. Okay. Because I can't add you guys yet. There's a bug in the game. If I transfer items in this screen, they all disappear. So we do have to leave, which sucks because you'll see right now it is now Tuesday. The game has Wednesday, Tuesday, 3's day, 4's day, 5's day, 6 days, 7 day, 8 day, 9 day, and 10's day, and then it goes back to Wednesday. That's just what it does. The problem is every time you go into a shop and use it, it takes a day. No matter how many times you use it while you're still inside, or like who uses what, that is what it is though. So let's start passing all these items off, and we'll do some inventory management at a later date. Right now I just want all the items on the characters we're not deleting. Again, you'll see there's no items on these characters if you create them. So the downside to that is, unfortunately, you end up with a lot of characters that have no items if you make your own and you don't transfer the old stuff. Because again, we're going to be running out of our cash very shortly. Oh shit. Now if you say no at that screen, you do not lose a day. It's only when you click that button. So let's delete Castor. I'm sorry. You have a great name. Resurrectra. Get out of here. Okay, cool. So we have our full party now. We're going to go ahead and sort of rearrange them, though. Nope. What am I missing here? That's not right. No. No, it's my map. What was that? I think I just rested. I did, yeah. That's annoying. Okay, P. No, don't want to dismiss. I don't know why it's not letting me go to my inventory. Alright. Well, that works. Alright, so first off, we're gonna have, who has the most HP actually? Yeah, see, this shouldn't be making that noise. Hang on, I'm gonna save real quick. We're just gonna reload the program. Again, none of that should be happening. And it's a little scary. See, the problem is you could use the F1 to F6 keys. The downside to using F1 to F6 is if you have a laptop that has stuff automatically bound to them. You know? Good times. There we go. God only knows what the fuck is happening. Either way, okay, so Borrowed has 16 HP, only 12 on Rudy. Sure. That's fine. There's only a 2-point difference in endurance, but Barbarians have a ton of health. And you're gonna have people go, there's a huge debate, at least there was back in the day when I actually read the like forums and talked to people about this game. Not in real life, because nobody knows any of these games in real life, but online. Do you go barbarian or do you go knight? Well, that's a good question. Here's why you go barbarian. The knight can have access to heavier armor than the barbarian can. But eventually, the difference between plate mail and like leather, I think it is like 2 points or something like that. It's not much. And that's very easy to overcome just by having better quality shit. So late game, when you have an armor of, say, 40, being 2 points off is nothing. Whereas having a higher HP pool throughout the entire game is good, and the barbarian's actually going to get more attacks per turn. So, good times. The barbarian starts with the danger sense skill. No, I think that is actually just a dwarf thing. Pretty sure that's a dwarf skill. Crusader skill for the paladin. This actually lets us get into a castle of crusaders, I think. I don't think it does anything else. So, Dr. Acceleron has a thievery of 22 and spot secret doors because he is a gnome. So this will give us sort of an indication there's a secret door. That's why you want to have a gnome on your team. The thievery thing, a robber will have higher thievery. Ultimately, you just need enough thievery to open the chest. Or door. Having a higher thievery is only important for not dying to the trap. But you can get around death, or at least you can certainly heal people. He's going to have a higher HP and just be able to actually fight as a ninja, so that's quite nice. Our cleric, 6 HP. You can already see a huge difference. Rudy has 1 spell point. That's good. That's alright. We didn't re-roll too much. Spot secret doors, yep, that is a gnome thing. So, cartographer on Zelphus, so that's excellent. He's also a swimmer. And pathfinder on our ranger here. Spot secret doors, he's short enough the handle hits him in the face. That's so funny. So cartographer, what that does is it means Zelphus is currently drawing the map by hand as we walk. You see how all this is unrevealed? If we walk over here. You'll see he's now drawn that in for us. Good guy, Zelphus. This game is huge. It's absolutely massive. And not only is it massive, green ooze surges in the fountain's bowl. Throwing a coin? Sure. Oh, it just sinks in the sludge. Not only is the game massive, but it is just filled with massive, massive dungeons. Bit hard to describe, really, until you see it, but it's big. It is big-o. I've certainly never finished this one myself, although I've gotten fairly far. So let's go ahead and start worrying about items. Zelphus is one hell of an artist, yeah. Let's see if scale armor can be equipped by the barbarian. Yes. Okay, so you can use scale armor. That's fine. Shield, leather boots, a cutlass? Sure. Shield, scale armor, helmet, gauntlets, boots? Yep. An axe? Sure. Leather armor, shield, gauntlets, boots. A short sword to the ninja. Hooks, rope and hook, why not? Cudgel and skill armor to the cleric. Then we're gonna want, dagger, padded armor, cloak, boots, sure. Pass out some torches. Shield, helmet, gauntlets, boots, Give a bow to the ranger. Well, we have some extra shit here. So, oh, it's giving stuff back to me, of course. So, shield, gauntlets, boots. The sword and the bow. So we have an extra leather armor, shield, gauntlets, and boots. Zelphus can equip all this stuff. Not the torch, of course. Shield, boots, cutlass. Barbarians are not proficient with cutlasses. Fair enough. What else do you have, weapon-wise? Nothing. Just give you the hand axe. I'm sure you can use an axe. Okay, excellent. So Rudy can at least use a cutlass. Sparrow just couldn't figure that one out. Fair enough, I guess. I'll give you the gauntlets and the boots. Have an extra shield, which I think we can have the cleric use. Yep. Ninjas can't use shields. That's fair. Ninjas are not proficient with short swords. What? In what world? What world do we live in, boys? Alright, well, we gotta buy a weapon now for the ninja. Who needs boots? Somebody needs boots. Okay, just the cleric. That's fine. Let's go ahead and save again, now that we've got everything done. Got a cudgel or an axe? We do have a cudgel, yeah. I mean, cudgel just sounds like a piece of shit, though. We do want to have decent weapons. That's 40 winks. Oh, that's not where we want to go. I want to find more shops. Lonely Hearth? Tavern's closed, okay. Training grounds, that's where we level up. Now, do you see this little guy? This game's really cool. It's got a lot of UI stuff that tells you. Short sword, dishonorable. They need katana. That'd be kind of cool. This little guy, he's like, hey, I'm a little lizard. Hey, all over here. That is the secret door guy, because we have secret door sense from our gnome characters. He's like, hey, it's over here. It's like, thanks, little buddy. We'll get to that later, probably. Either way, for now, no, I don't want to throw in a coin, thanks. No, I don't want to leave Fountainhead just yet. Oh, shit. Oh, I found a bubble, man. That, a little bit painful there. It's the first of the basic enemies. Nope. Don't need that yet. What are you? Temple Greenleaf. Two robed figures stand motionless and silent as a hushed voice escapes from the deep within a misting vat. Help you seek? No, we're not looking for help, thanks though. We could pay to have them heal us, and we'll be back here as we accrue status effects. Ye faithful subjects of King Righteous, deliver the ultimate power orbs to Castle Whiteshield. Yeah, we haven't actually learned the story of this game, or at least what we're supposed to do. Zahab's Vaults. Oh, it's the bank, okay. Cypher the chart marker. Cypher looks up from a table littered with scrolls and ink bottles. Would you like me to make you a show of the ways of map making for 25 gold? No, Zalphus can make map, thank you. Odd jobs. Okay, odd jobs is literally much work you could do in a week. 50 gold is the wage. Labor for me, you will. No, thanks. You can literally, though, just work for a week and get 50 gold. It's pretty funny. Call of Adventurers is a room to roam. Return again by saying home. It's cool. And you see a little bat up here going like, nyah, 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 nyah. That's danger sense. That is from our dwarf. That's letting us know enemies are nearby. And believe it or not, I can see them, so. What about this way? What do we got? Raven's Guild. Guild's closed. Come back during the night. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to start clearing out some of the town. Could have sworn the general store was, closer. Guess not, though. No, that's fine. Let's go start some fights, I guess. It's nighttime now. Every time we move, it's 10 minutes in game. This one's like off by itself. Well, let's look into spellcasting real quick. So how this works is let's see. We need to do new spell. We want to be casting First Aid, which is our baby heal. Let's heal everyone up real quick. Odd jobs, I need to just smack this wall with a beaver corpse. What? What'd you expect from a sign? Noxious fumes force you back. Oh, that's not good. Well, now we got a real combat on our hands. Zelphus is already knocked out. That's excellent. Let us cast... We accidentally cast Light, so whoops. That was very bad. Could die here. Oh shit, we don't actually have any combat spells yet. Oh, never mind, that's not our sorcerer. That was our ranger. Yeah, elemental arrow. Fire? Probably good. Hey, yeah, that worked alright. Nice, okay, we got one down. This was not a favorable combat for us to enter into. So fire arrows going, cast First Aid. Now there's only one of them. Yeah, we can just bash them to death. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Bat gave us a warning actually there. He was like screaming and shit. I would like in the Raven's Guild, please. While the stone rumbles open to reveal the glowing eyes of the Guardian. Do you wish to peruse our spells? Yes! Oh, I have to be a member of the shop here, huh? Shit. Well, we'll be back when I find out where to get membership. Not that way. Presumably this direction. Let's rest up, shall we? Excellent. We currently have 4 days worth of food. If you run out of that, you start taking damage and you can't heal and life sucks. Alright, let's bash open this door. Holy hell, that is a moose rat. And they're not your friend. Alright. Let's try not to have the sorcerer die, because they have like 0 HP. And we're gonna have Rudy cast his only... Oh god, he doesn't have heal yet. Well, we'll just have... Oh god. It's all down from here, boys. Elemental arrow, fire? Probably? No, I missed. Okay, cast First Aid on this guy. Yeah, there's the wipe. There we go. Yeah. That's alright. So we really gotta find the shop, though, because we don't have a weapon for our ninja. But this game is notoriously nasty. Most Might and Magic games aren't too bad in the beginning, but this one's like, nope. Yeah, Alright. You have to assume it's through here, I guess. Well, I don't know, we'll see if we can get him an item he can use. So she's a short sword. Oh, can he at least use the shield? Ninja's not proficient in shields. That's fair. That's fair. Can you use a cudgel? Yep. Can you use the short sword? Clerics are not proficient in short swords. Well, you're probably not going to be attacking, so it's fine. Alright. No thud-ugh when we hit a wall. Alright, it's moderate. It's there. Yeah, let's bash this open. Unfortunately, bashing this open makes us take... Holy fuck. That's already the run right there, right? No loading allowed in combat. Fuck you, game. Man, moose rats are so nasty. Ugh. Now, the default party actually, I believe, starts with A, pretty good stats, and B, I mean, all, like, weapons they can use and stuff like that, so they don't, have as much of an issue, but no. I mean, we could leave Fountainhead, come back and kick all these guys' asses. Sure. Let's kill the Booble man. Oh, that was rough. We could fight a couple Bubblemen. Maybe we try it. Let's try going this way, shall we? Oh, I don't want to fight both of those, but I think you have to bash open these doors. I don't think there's like an open them button. So, save. Oh, there we go. The cleric and the spellcaster are already out. I guess we fight the Bubble Man first. It's probably fine. Come on, guys. Yeah, Bubble Man's down. There's no way in fuck we can beat the Moose Rat. Does Moose Rats actually get 2 attacks per turn? Oh god. It's down to the ninja. No, almost had it though. Moose Rats have like a shitload of health as well. I'm gonna be really annoyed if the shop's in a really obvious spot. Hold on. Oh, well, there you go. That RNG though. Just give me a minute there. Okay, let's go looking for the shop again. It's gotta be somewhere. No, not leaving Fountain's Gate. Training's around. Oh, hang on, that's not a shop, is it? No. Pretty sure that's not a secret. Lonely Hearth is the tavern. Yeah. Have a seat, travelers. Can I get anything? No. We're not really looking for that. I think it's supposed to be nostrils. Like, I think it's like a mouth. Fens. Oh, is this the shop? Oh, that's the shop. Somehow I just missed it. Friends, I'm no beggar. I'm short 50 gold on materials for my studies. If you helps me, I can give you a membership to the Ravens Guild. Yes, actually, I will pay. We're gonna do this for all our spellcasters. And Rudy as well. So there's a cool 200 gold gone. Nice, though. I'm really happy we found this. Alright. Rest up. There we go. Stubby Warrior stands proudly by gleaming treasure, weapons, armor, and general goods. Exquisite, yes. Price is good. You browse? I'll browse, sir. I will browse the shit out of this. So we could get nunchucks for a ninja. That's, maybe? Let's buy the short bow first. Oh, there's only one short bow. Oh well, we'll buy it. Nunchucks. I don't know, guys. It's probably good. It's gotta be good. Let's buy it. I mean, it's expensive, right? Maybe it's just because it's like... So, you can already use... we can use a wooden pike. That sounds good. Probably. Hang on, inventory. Identify. Sure. So, 2 hit, minus 3, 0 to 13 damage. What's your hand axe? 2 to 6 damage. No to hit modifier. That's a lot more reliable. Stick with that then. And our nunchucks. 2 to 6 damage. Cool. What's a cutlass like? 2 to 8 damage. Ooh. Alright. Learning things. Being wooden means it does less damage, I think. It's short round, ha! Yeah, true, right? I mean, this is here the cudgel, actually. I don't know, whatever. What do you got for armor? wooden plate armor. Probably not that good. Scale armor, though. Miscellaneous? Do we have anyone that does not have a helmet? Borrow doesn't. Acceleron doesn't. We'll buy borrowed a helmet. So we already have scale on you two. I think. We can get scale for our ninja. We can get scale on everybody, actually. Let's check. You have leather, scale, leather, scale. So yeah, we just need 2 scale armors. Not too bad. Awesome. Now we gotta equip them. Let's get our nunchucks going, our scale armor. True, we would have to remove our armor to put other armor on. Good for you, game. That realism. Oh yeah, we got the bow too. Nice. I got 2 guys with bows. The bow's not gonna help us enough right now. So it takes 10 minutes to fire a bow and it takes 10 minutes to walk forward. Which I know sounds a bit odd. But, alright. You know what? Why don't we go fight the easier enemies? That sounds like a better idea. We're just gonna leave Fountainhead. I just didn't want to leave until we had a couple extra bows. We can only buy 1, so. There we go. Hella bow damage. Oh, that ain't good. Yeah, do you want to wake up? And by wake up, I mean heal our sorcerer? Thank you. So these are goblins. So you can see they kind of suck, which is good for us. 60 gold. Hell yeah! We're just gonna shell the area. Well, there's one. Shell them with our bows. Again, I wish we had more bows, but what can you do? OBS Skippy, not dropping streams, but afraid of pausing the screen for a few seconds. Oh, that's weird. Has it been like that the whole time? Hopefully it hasn't. Like, I'm not really seeing that on my end. Well, sadly, we tabbed DOSBox, so we killed it. I'm gonna restart stream. Maybe we can fix this. Figure out what's up. We'll see. I'll be back real soon.